Alright, yeah, it's not bad out here today. It's about 50 degrees, so we're going to try to get some cutting and fixing done on this truck here. I'll climb in the back there and show you what I decided to do with that corner. But while I'm out here, you know, I asked Mike to fill in a few holes and put some patches for me, because they had a real bad patch here. So Mike put that in there for me, and that's going to sturdy this back up a lot. And he put a patch in over here. And I asked him, I had a couple holes in the bottom, you know, I asked him to plug weld them because there was a hole here and in the bottom. And what happened was he started blowing through it. He was able to patch that one, but down here there wasn't any metal left. He says, yeah, it's just rotting away down there, and right there, and right here, and right here. And what I want to show you is, if you look, here's the channel, right at the bottom of that channel is where it was weak. Same with this. He didn't blow through there because I don't think there was a hole there for him to patch, but that's probably pretty thin. Same with here, down the bottom of this channel here, and started to rot out. So if you look on the inside here, you're going to be upside down. These channels here, they put this big piece of angle iron on, and if they had filled this in with anything, even if it was just sealer or something like that, they would have prevented that. But what they did is they created like a big hollow down there for water to sit in, and that's just what happened. It sat down there and rusted through. Right here too. So that's what happened with this. So Mike wasn't able to do anything with that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind them. Well, actually, I'm not going to grind them. I'm going to cut them out. And they put an angle on the bottom here, and I cut that angle off to make it look a little better. I don't know if you can see it there. But what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to take that angle out because they got there for support or something. But I'm going to cut this all out about 2 inches high, all the way down, right past this seam, and bring it right to this, whatever that is, factory dot or whatever. Same on this side, you know, it was thin over here. Might blew that through. So, like I said, I'm going to bring it over to this dot, and I bought a piece of 2-inch angle iron, and I'm gonna just fix that whole bottom there. You know, you're not gonna, like I said, you're not gonna see the back of this because it's gonna be against the cab, but I do want it to be structurally supportive. Let's go inside and I'll show you what we're gonna do there. All right. Yeah, this is the front corner of the truck here. And if you remember, you know, I spent some time here and ground this all down and cleaned it up and made it look better. And I was going to put a piece of plate. I was going to cover this whole section here with a piece of plate and cover all of this up. But after thinking about it and looking it over, I decided I'm gonna cut this out right above where they had the weld in there. See, when they welded, they didn't worry about warp and stuff. So these panels are warped because they heated them up so bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out along there, down here, and this angle here. I'm not going to cut the bottom of the angle out. I'm going to cut this top half of the angle off, and then along the fender well here. And a lot of you are probably wondering why don't I just cut all this stuff out, cut the angle out, and do that, you know? And that's just a big project, a big rat's nest that I don't want to get involved with, you know, because this truck, this wasn't meant to have a wooden bed. So there is structural, I don't know if you can see under here, but there is structural steel all under this stuff here, and I would be cutting all that out because that's all angles and stuff. And you're talking a big job. I might as well just throw this bed out and look for another. But that's our plan, you know, cut this out. Plus another thing is I don't do most of my welding, you know, either little dirt bike or Mike does it, and I'm not looking for a big project for them guys. You know, they're helping me out, and you know, like I say, I'm not looking for more work for them, you know, because there's already plenty of work here for them, you know. Got a lot of plug welds, stuff like that, and, you know, they're helping me out as much as they can when they can. So this here I might be able to do this myself because it's I'm going to try and do it without warping this panel anymore. So I'll build, there's going to be little tacks, so I should be able to do that myself. So alright, let's go get some tools out here, and I think I'll cut this out, and then maybe after I cut that out, we'll go inside and start fabricating some steel. Alright, yeah, I've been cutting away at this for a while now, and it's been kicking my ass. This piece down here, I think might be bed rail or something, it might be high carbon steel. This up here, is just a truck sheet metal, and that wasn't too bad. But this is what we're dealing with here. This was sitting up there like that. There's a profile of it. You got the high carbon steel here. Then you got this other piece of steel they put on there, and another piece of steel here. So, I think I got to cut through here with the blade already, but I can't reach the back with the blade. So I'm still trying to cut with it. I got a sawzall here, and the sawzall ain't doing anything to this bed rail or whatever that is. So that's why I cut this out to see what I'm dealing with. And when I use a saw, I got to try not to hit the outside of the truck. A lot of you guys say just use a cutting torch, but where I'm located, I can't really do that. I'm right across the street from City Hall over there, and they frown upon that. People call, when they start seeing flames like that, people call the fire department, and they frown upon residential gas torches and stuff like that. So I'm stuck doing this, so I'm just gonna keep picking at it. At least now I can see what I'm doing. I don't know how much that's gonna help me, but let's get back at it. Alright, here's what's going on here. When I put the sawzall in to cut the back piece, I can't get the saw straight. The saw, it can only go down so far. And what it's doing is it's cutting the back, but then it's starting to cut this hardened, this carbon steel stuff up here. So I'm gonna have to. I already started. I gotta cut another line here, so the saw can get that back piece. Oh well, gotta do what you gotta do, right? I got that second line cut there, so I should be able to get to the back now. Look who stopped by and laughed at me.
Me? Mike.
My buddy Mike.
I didn't recognize you with my glasses on.
Yeah, you see Mike? Mike got new glasses. Look at that. Safety glasses.
These are the safety ones, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta take care of your eyes, buddy.
Oh,
you only get one set. Alright, so he's not here to help me today. We're gonna go look at another project. So I'm gonna take a break, and I don't know if we'll get back to this or not. Alright, it's the next day. Yeah, it's not bad out here. It's pretty warm, maybe 50, 53, but a little dull and dreary. Supposed to rain tonight. But anyway, I was able to cut the rest of this out. The only thing holding it now is this little piece of metal here, which looks like it might be the original wall. It's funny, once I cut that out, this top piece, the warp came out of it. So that might be the best thing we did. Yeah, I had to cut this little sliver out here because the saw wasn't able to get to the back. You see the way it rises up a little bit? Like I say, this is some kind of high carbon steel or something. Like I said, I think it might be a bed rail or something, because that holes in it here. But anyway, let's cut this out of here so we can see what's going on. Alright, I got this out of here. I don't believe this, but this is about 25 pounds of metal right here. Look at this. It's crazy. Alright. You know what? Another thing that'll benefit me here is I'll be able to get my factory seam back here from the fender, or to get a wheel well, because they had that all welded up here. So I'll be able to get the factory seam back. But now I got to try and cut this out, and it's gonna be a little tough because of where it's at, but we'll get it. And then the floor, I got to get this little lip off and this. So I still got a lot of cutting to do. All right, here's where we're at over here. All right, I'm happy with this. I got this all cleaned up. I got a nice wheel well here, and got the floor pretty flat, and it's all ready for you know, a decent piece of steel there. So I'm looking over this side, and I didn't start grinding this one yet. So I'm thinking maybe just cut that out, cut that angle out just like I did there. And then there's another big bulbous patch here. So I think I might just cut that weld just like that and get rid of that whole piece there, and then put a proper patch in. That way this will be semi-flat, you know. It's never going to be perfect, but at least I'll be able to hide it under the wood. So that's what I think I'm going to do now. I got about an hour's worth of work here, so let's get that in there. All right, yeah, I'm gonna pack it in here. It's getting a little dark. I got a good piece out here, chunk. This is the floor on the side, and this here is about 8 to 10 pounds. Man, a lot of steel on this floor. Yeah, so I just gotta get this little chunk out of here, and we'll be okay. Alright, I don't know what's on this, how long this is, but we'll check it out, and maybe we'll put something else on, maybe we won't. Alright, plus, I don't know if I mentioned it's starting to rain out here a little bit, so. Alright, let me clean this up, let me get all the stuff inside. Alright, yeah, it's been about 2 days now, and I just finished cutting this out. Let me get over here. I did this half of it 2 days ago, and then I just finished cutting the end of this here. I'm gonna I gotta clean up the corner here, and then a little bit right here, and then I don't know, maybe we'll try and cut and fit some pieces. Yeah, back here ain't gonna be too bad. This is the back of the truck. This isn't 1/4 inch. It's a little thinner, but when they put that in there, they really warped the panels. So this one shouldn't be too big because I can get at it. It's not in a bad corner. You know, I got the opening here and everything. And then over here, this ain't too bad either, you know. Grind that out and grind that out and fix that panel. So it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know, you guys steaming up there or what? I don't know what's going on here. I think it might be steaming up. Alright, let me clean this up, and then we'll try and cut some templates for all this stuff. Alright, here's where we're at. I cut a template here to fill in a hole, and I got a piece of this old floor I'm going to stick in here, and then we'll do that. But look who showed up to help me.
Hey, Tubes.
And he got all dressed up to do it too.
That's right.
He's going to do it. He's going to weld it. He is. He's going to weld it in his suit. He's just coming from work. So let me show you what else I did. Alright, I got the piece of floor cut here, but I didn't weld it in yet. It's a pretty good fit. A little bit of a gap, but we can fill that. And the rest of it's tight as a bullfrog's ass. Alright, let's go around the back of the truck, or should I say the front, and show you what we did up there. Alright, here's what we're going to do in the back. I cut this angle here. It was a 2x2, and we cut off 3/4 of an inch. Maybe not. Maybe there's about a 1/2 inch there. But anyway, I'm going to grind all these big ass welds down here. These holes that Mike made. And we're just going to put this here. I'm going to drill holes in this piece, and we're going to plug weld it. There we go. And we're going to plug weld it, and I'll have to put a piece in here. You know, but just like here, you know, this is all spot welded, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to plug weld it every 2 inches and make it look factory, and then we'll seam seal everything, and we can get to the back, and we'll undercoat that. So, because I don't want to put 100% weld on there. I have a feeling it might start blowing through in places. So it'll look okay. All right, buddy. Got my assistant there. I think we got a full video here. So what do you say?
All right, enough of this.
All right. See you guys later.